Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot, and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, November 29th.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Mike, what day is it, Mike? Hump day?
You'll be interested to know today is Chadwick Boseman Day. Let's remember this actor who left us too soon. Boseman was perhaps most famous for playing Black Panther in the Marvel franchise, but also played James Brown in Get On Up, as well as featuring prominently in 42, the Jackie Robinson story. Known for his welcoming and humble personality, today we'll be sure to exude a little of that warmth in our own lives. 26 more days until Christmas, folks. Now let's check out the weather in the North County area. This morning, it's mostly cloudy and 54 degrees, with 69% humidity. Tonight, the sun will set at 4:42 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:31 a.m. It looks like we're in for a day of a little sun and a little rain. A chance of showers after 10 a.m. Partly sunny with a high near 62. Light and variable wind becoming west 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Tonight, showers likely mainly after 10 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 55. West wind around 5 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Looking ahead, we may be in for some more rain tomorrow and Friday as well. Now here is some info from surfline.com. Size levels off today as some new west and northwest swell mix joins the leftovers. We'll look for waves to stomach-high sets occasionally and chest-high surf at breaks with decent to good exposure. Look for fairly peaky shape to continue at the beach breaks. The fresh swell mix should start to nudge the size up a touch through the afternoon as it slowly spreads into the region. Conditions will be clean in the morning and choppy in the afternoon as the wind picks up to 10 miles per hour. The first high tide today will be 6 feet, right around 6:15 a.m. with a -1 foot low tide at 4:48 p.m. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 62 degrees for the water temperature. In the national weather, heavy lake effect snow through Wednesday and heavy rain across Hawaii. Lake effect snow will continue downwind of the Great Lakes through Wednesday morning. Expect difficult travel conditions. The cold air has finally made its way south and east, making way for near to below freezing low temperatures. Meanwhile, a low-pressure system moving northwest of Hawaii will bring thunderstorms, heavy rain, and flooding potential across the state. And now a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in the divine experience of their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini during lunch or just breeze through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5, so stop on by and grab a coffee and pastry to go. And don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. In top news, Amazon has become the largest delivery business in the U.S., surpassing UPS and FedEx in parcel volumes. In 2022, Amazon delivered more packages to U.S. homes than UPS, and it is projected to widen the gap further in 2023. The company has already delivered over 4.8 billion packages before Thanksgiving, with internal projections estimating around 5.9 billion by the year-end. Amazon's rise to dominance comes as it built out one of the world's largest logistics networks, including a franchise program with around 200,000 drivers. Now let's talk science and technology. Venturi Astrolab's Moon rover mission, dubbed Mission 1, secured over $160 million in customer contracts, is set to launch on a SpaceX Starship by mid-2026. 8 customers, including Argo Space, Astroport Space Technologies, Avalon Space, Interstellar Lab, and LifeShip Incorporated, would deploy payloads for lunar water harvesting, sustainable development experiments, plant pods, and a DNA seed bank. Venturi Astrolab's Flex rover, capable of carrying 1,500 kilograms of payload, will autonomously maneuver on the lunar surface. The startup aims to contribute to establishing a permanent lunar outpost at a lower cost and shorter timeline. And in the stock market, here is a shout out to Charlie Munger. He lived to 99, and that ain't bad. The wisdom of legendary investors Warren Buffett and Charlie has significantly shaped investment and business analysis approaches. Their shareholder letters and philosophy on competitive advantage inspired the use of the term moat to describe a company's competitive strengths. Additionally, their approach to rating stocks, focusing on intrinsic value and a margin of safety, influenced investment strategies. Beyond investing, Munger's impact is evident in communication styles and business practices, such as avoiding traditional Wall Street conference calls. Recommended readings include The Essays of Warren Buffett and Port Charlie's Almanac. Cheers to you, Mr. Munger. Moving on to sports. Miriam Adelson, widow of casino magnate Sheldon Adelson, is selling $2 billion in Las Vegas Sands stock to acquire a majority stake in an undisclosed professional sports team. The family has a binding purchase agreement for the team, pending league approvals. Adelson controls over 56% of the Sands shares and is worth about $33 billion. The shares represent around 11% of her holdings. The family maintains ties to Las Vegas despite selling the Venetian resort last year. And in the NBA, the Lakers and Clippers were off last night. But tonight, the Lakers are on the road against the Pistons, and the Clippers are on the road playing the Kings. In national hockey, between the Ottawa Senators and Florida Panthers, a skirmish erupted in the third period, triggered by Senators captain Brady Tkachuk. After a series of incidents and penalties, referees handed out 10-minute misconducts to every player on the ice, a rare occurrence. The Tkachuk brothers, known for their antics, played a central role. The Panthers ultimately won 5-0, with Sam Reinhart scoring 2 goals and goalie Sergei Bobrovsky making 20 saves. Sometimes I'd like to put people in a penalty box. You feel me? The Kings play tonight, at home against the Capitals. On to more of a local vibe in our community spotlight. We are working with local yoga studios to bring you some free classes. Here's what we love about yoga. Yoga embraces a comprehensive health strategy, fostering flexibility, reducing stress, and enhancing mental well-being. Combining physical activity and mindfulness, it positively impacts vitality. Scientific studies affirm its benefits, linking yoga to improved heart health, lowered blood pressure, and enhanced sleep. It's a well-supported avenue for physical and mental well-being in just a few mindful minutes daily. So keep an ear out in the coming weeks for your opportunity to try out some local spots and get the blood pumping. Namaste, my friends. In local news, a Los Angeles-based practitioner of Nashville hot chicken with an enormous following on TikTok has expanded to San Diego, where the first of its 3 planned locations for the area has arrived at the shops at Carlsbad. Red Chicks was founded in 2018 by Nima Christensen and Sean Lalazarian, but its Carlsbad outpost will be operated by Matthew and Mark Schleman, a pair of local brothers who also run Abby's Real Texas Barbecue and the Philadelphia Sandwich Co. Its grand opening is scheduled for Saturday, December 2, when the first 100 guests will get a free honey butter chicken sandwich with the purchase of any full-priced menu item. Lots of competition in the chicken space these days with Chick-fil-A, The Crack Shack, Raising Cane's, and Tony Hawk's. Chicken Hawk. Hey people, I can only eat so much chicken in a week. And in entertainment news, According to Rotten Tomatoes, the top 3 streaming shows of November are Fargo, Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, and A Murder at the End of the World. Fargo, streaming on Hulu and the FX channel, just started season 5, featuring John Hamm and Juno Temple. Monarch: Legacy of Monsters is streaming on Apple TV Plus with Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. And yes, they are related. Wyatt is Kurt's son. And A Murder at the End of the World is streaming on Hulu and the FX channel. Season 1 features Emma Corrin and Clive Owen. The show is described as a mystery series with a new kind of detective at the helm, a Gen Z amateur sleuth, and tech-savvy hacker named Darby Hart. In this limited series, Darby and 8 other guests are invited by a reclusive billionaire to participate in a retreat at a remote and dazzling location. When one of the other guests is found dead, Darby must put to use all of her combined skills to prove it was in fact murder, all against a tide of competing interests, and before the killer takes another life. Oh, baby, that sounds like a good one. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the thought of the day. And it's another one from Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Boom. Let's go. It's hump day. And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends. Whether you're heading to work, an event, or just enjoying the day, stay safe and enjoy your day to the fullest. We'll be back tomorrow with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.